So episode 57.
What are we talking about today?
Honestly, I don't know.
Should we talk about relationships?
Honestly, I think we should have our own podcast where we just shoot the shit, maybe have a couple of beers, talk about life, get your elbow off the table.
You don't drink beer.
I do drink beer. You
Although
don't know me.
you did get a little liquored up last night and go to the gym and work out and
who does that?
Do your personal body weight in
Negroni?
No, your personal record in Negroni.
I hit a PR at the gym, but I also had
Apparently
liquid
you
courage.
hit a couple of them.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing like getting liquored up and going for a workout,
right?
Huh?
Right?
But it's the closest thing you get to a date if there's guys there, I get. That's a big night out on the town for Judy.
Yeah. It really is.
Have a few drinks. I paid for them even, so it's kind of like a real date.
You always pay for it, though.
But
I don't.
It's kind of like a date for you. It's kind of like a guy was there.
Right.
You know.
I guess you can look at it like that.
And I mean, if you're gonna, be a LIL.
A loser in love? I'm a Lil.
If you're going to be a loser in love, you may
as
well.
One day, some man will come along and propose to me. This year, the next year, and the next decade. It's not it. Okay, let's move on.
It's not going to be me. I know you think that.
Oh, thank you.
I know you want to do the older, younger TikTok.
That's you. You're the one that wants to do it.
How much am I right about things? Like, how much have I been right about what would happen in the diamond industry? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, how much? Mm-hmm. Like, how do I even know it? Now, I do get up in the morning, as you know, because they send you pertinent articles. Like, I sent you 3 this morning, but do you know how many? Is that something you're proud of, Judy?
Oh.
So you're not only a LIL, you're a LIB.
Loser in business.
So you can probably have a number of LIs that are appropriate.
But yeah, you did predict many things.
Yeah.
What was your biggest prediction, you think?
Well, the article today about what's going on with the mined diamond industry and the severe drop in the value of these stones. And, this is an industry where the amount of, and this is going to be my new TikTok, is the amount of absolute bullshit that the industry spews out to the world is unbelievable. And they still seem to fail to want to recognize the fact that it's because of lab-grown diamonds.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm sorry. I think that, and again, we're an equal opportunity shop here, okay? But look, here's the thing. If you want a mined diamond today, please, please, please don't pay what they're asking. Mm-hmm. Because the prices, you're buying old inventory at increased prices. I mean, this is one of the things I'm right about. And then there's this platform in the world.
How many times do I need to tell you?
I think you just use it. I'm not doing it now and you're still touching me.
What if I just handcuff you?
This is what happens to the buff.
Like this.
To the buff and muscular. Girls are always looking for a reason to put their hands on you.
Yeah,
they want to
not really.
Look with your eyes, not with your hands, okay?
And that applies to diamonds as well.
And what's the reason it applies to diamonds?
Because diamonds have tremendous affinity to grease and oil on your fingers, like all your creams and lotions and all that stuff. And it takes away from the beauty of the diamond.
By the way, that marquise stone, that 2 carat we saw, what a beautiful diamond. And everybody knows what we're talking about because I'm sure they've all seen your Rare Rock report.
My cute little Rare Rock report, where I talk about the history of the Marquise cut and how it came about.
And so, do you want to share that now?
I was waiting for that.
Okay, so there's my question.
So, in the 18th century, King Louis XV ordered his jeweler to cut a diamond shape that resembled the lips of his lover, Madame de Pompadour.
What do you think she was doing with those lips that made it so pertinent that Louis...
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Like, was it A, kissing?
Was it B?
I may have to proceed to my educational channel that I watch from time to time, that everybody watches from time to time. Well, maybe not everybody, to find out what's going on with the lips of Louis.
The lips of
the
Louis.
Louis lips.
The lips of Louis's lover.
The lips of Madame Marquis.
Well, she's two names.
Marquise. We did
She's two
research on.
names. She has Marquise de Pompadour, which is where the name came from, and Madame de Pompadour.
So, but it is Marquise. Didn't you do some research?
Yeah, so I wasn't sure is it Marquis or Marquise, so I went to the GIA, the Gemological Institute of America, because I'm GIA Judy, and lo and behold, the GIA calls it Marquise.
So let me ask you this then. Is Marquise the feminine of Marquis? Because it's French, right? Like, what a good question this is.
It's a good question.
I think you should get on your phone right now and get us the answer. I threw mine away. You made me throw mine away before.
Is Marquise
the feminine of Marquis en français. Now, I was born and raised in the only bilingual province in Canada, the province of New Brunswick, which is the only bilingual province. People don't know this. Quebec is all French. So all the signs, everything in French, although a lot of Canadian people, pardon me, faux pas, we're French. How's that? Faux pas.
Don't hit me.
Faux pas. I had a faux pas when I said Canadian instead of English. Faux pas is more French. I can't imagine French is your strong suit. What did we find out?
So, Marquise is actually a gender-neutral name of French origin.
Marquise?
Marquise.
Is a
Gender-neutral, so it's female and male.
So Marquis is not even a word then?
Marquise.
Marquis is spelt a different way,
Yes.
like a movie marquee.
It's a completely different
word.
thing.
Okay, well, there you go.
There you
We
go.
like to teach here. We like for the experience to be a didactic one for our listeners. And didactic, do you know what that means?
Oh, no, I don't.
It
I can't remember.
teaches a moral lesson. So I don't know where the morality is in a marquee cut diamond now that I know its history, and I have to think about what was she doing with her mouth that Louis made them make a diamond and that it stuck.
Yeah.
Here's another interesting thing about it. When you take the top shapes of diamonds, it's the least selling diamond. And, you know, based on that, I never gave it a lot of credibility, but this 2 carat we just supplied one of our clients with.
It looked like a 3 carat. It was massive.
It's beautiful.
Marquise have the ability to elongate the fingers.
So size is important to you. Is that what you're saying, Judy? When you
I think
say
size is important to a lot of women. Wait, that sounds wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
that
talking
does-
about diamonds.
Okay, diamond size is important. What did I have on that when they followed me around for the reality show that I said? Oh yeah, beep, and diamonds, size counts. Is that funny?
Hilarious.
We should release that, actually.
Hilarious.
People don't know I've been offered a couple reality shows.
Should we release it? I've been thinking that too.
And here I sit
funny.
with you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I don't know. Whatever you want it to mean, Judy. But I did have the opportunity to do a reality show where they flew a film crew up from Ish Entertainment out of New York, who's done some huge reality shows.
Really? Like which ones?
They followed me around here. Well, it's the one they didn't do.
And so you didn't follow through with a reality show because...
No, I didn't follow through because of security reasons, really, at the time. This is our 5th take on
Don't
this
tell
one.
them
Ow!
that. That didn't hurt.
How do you know it didn't hurt? The one yesterday at the bar hurt. The 5 or 10, because you had a couple tighteners in you at the bar. So
Well, I
it
don't
hurt.
see any imprints today, so you're fine.
Well,
No, that's just your redness that I'm trying to help you get
no,
rid
it's
of.
the white dots. Look, they're going away.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, you're still here.
I like this one. I like this
Anyway,
podcast.
we've decided to make our podcast more interesting because we get so much feedback on our funny shit that comes
Everywhere
out of the
we
two
go,
of us.
right?
Like we were at the bar yesterday and the girls going, "Oh my God, you guys are so funny together," and we really don't mean to be. There's a lot of, what's it called when there's that?
Chemistry?
Oh no, I was thinking totally the opposite
Oh.
of that. There's a lot of that underlying passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Hey? Passive aggressive.
You're more aggressive.
I'm the aggressive one, we can tell. You're a whack job, basically, when it comes to so
What was I
many
saying
things.
earlier? You're a product
You're
of who you hang out
physically
with?
abusive because you come from Vietnam and it's generational. What is it I call it? Cross-generational trauma.
I was born here.
The war. Doesn't matter. You know, you and your 8 sisters. 8 sisters. That's trauma.
My poor father.
Yeah, your poor father. How's your father doing, by the way?
He's good. Yeah.
Yeah?
He has a really big diamond on his finger that I want to go get checked out.
Can't you just check it out? After all, you are GIA Judy.
Yeah, but that was when I didn't
Get
have
him
my...
over here. I'd like to have a chat with him. Okay.
That was when I didn't have-
Well, let's not skip over this. Get him over here. I'm one of the foremost experts in the world on diamonds.
I'm aware.
So why don't you get him over here and let me
Check it out.
check and interview the poor
Poor what?
father.
Yeah. Be
Right?
careful. I thought you were going to say the B word.
bitch? No, that's for you and your
Bastard.
7 Oh,
Okay.
is that
That's
wrong?
kind of rude.
I shouldn't say that because I adore your sisters.
Yeah, you do. They love
I
you
really
too.
do. Right? That's because I took you off their hands. Gave you
Gave me some purpose in life.
a reason to.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about of substance? Look, here's the news. Let me talk about the news for a sec. You know, and again, I have to preface this with, you know, you have these white collar guys working for these multi-billion-dollar corporations who produce their own news that is produced to whatever they want it to be.
Does the company rhyme with Shashirs?
You're not good in this rhyming thing at all. People look at you like you've got some sort of, you know, incapacity when you try to rhyme. Mm-hmm. Like my
Like
rhyme
Biffany?
jokes,
Like the Biffany
like
one?
Biffany. Right? Like that's not really a rhyme, Judy. Right? Like.
Oh, she shears. Get it?
Would you?
Like she shears?
Oh my God.
Oh, that was good.
She shares. Okay. Anyway.
Yes.
She's talking about the power of De Beers, the legendary, iconic diamond
De
company
Beers.
that started all this. And, you know, if you've heard of Rhodes Scholars, Cecil Rhodes, I mean, you would understand that that money came from De Beers and is still a very prestigious scholarship to receive today. But they hold the power, and it's interesting because they keep trying now. And respectfully, I don't think they're really trying because I think they see what's the writing on the wall. But anytime De Beers or Martin Rappaport has tried to come out and say the truth about what's going on in the industry, like Martin Rappaport did before RapNet, or before, before...
Rappaport?
No, before the COVID. Sorry, what was it called again? I forget so quickly negative things. The pandemic. He talked about the fact that the pandemic drew prices down, and this leading platform for dealers in the world was abandoned by the thousands because Martin had the audacity to say that prices had dropped. Well, prices have dropped. They're dropping dramatically. These families that have been in the mine diamond side of the business, and sorry, forgive me if I don't call them natural, because no one can tell the difference. Okay, like it's just, you know, these things have been in the pipeline for 15 years. What was the movie we talked about?
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever. No one knew. No experts knew. So what do you really want, and what are you really getting? The safe bet would be to get mined. You have places like California where they're calling mined diamonds or natural diamonds the
Fur coats of the gem
fur
world.
coats of the gem world.
Yeah.
And if you're from New York or anywhere Chile, you know what it's like to wear a fur coat out in public these days. It's crazy. And so things have changed a lot. Now they're trying to say that, because 1 out of 2 minimum. I mean, this is what's getting reported.
We think it's more.
Engagement rings is lab. Yeah, we know from our own. We produce a lot of engagement rings. What people are looking for. And, size does count. Beauty does count. I mean, this 4 C's of the industry. Here I go. Look, I don't want to be negative on the industry. I love the industry. I love the business. I love beautiful diamonds as much as anybody on earth. I don't love not beautiful diamonds. I think they're a waste of money. Look, if you're getting engaged, if you're getting a diamond, get it now. I think you're going to see the best prices ever in the industry. It's the news is old. Yes, did lab-grown diamonds drop? Well, not in all categories, but in the average ones they certainly did, but big ones are still having issues producing in laboratories. There's not a lot of them out there. We've done some 8 carats and 7 carats, and we have to be meticulous in our approach. In fact, one of them we grew in our own laboratory to supply with a client, and stunning 8 carat. You've seen it on our Instagram.
It's an 8 carat cushion cut.
And then what else are we going to be talking about? We're going to start talking more about colored diamonds, natural fancy colored diamonds, the pinks, the blues, and the greens, the most concentrated form of wealth. This week, Judy is going, the most concentrated form of wealth on earth are natural fancy colored diamonds. Although there was someone, when we talked about this before, said uranium. There was a form of uranium that may be smaller and more valuable, but you can't get that here. You can get the rarest, most beautiful.
That was like one of our first episodes.
Remember that a long time ago?
I do.
And so this week, Judy's Rare Rock report, and Rare Rock is coming. People ask us why we use it. We are doing a brand of we're not putting our money where our mouth is, because we know there's no return on a diamond other than beauty, right? Certainly in the white diamond engagement market. If you don't have the most beautiful diamond in the room, whether it came out of a mine or out of a laboratory, don't get it.
Why? What's the point?
Right? Ask us, because I'll tell you, they're there now. They're getting out there and in droves. And so Rare Rock will simply signify the rarest, most beautiful diamonds in the world. And our competitors, like Tiffany, don't supply the most beautiful diamonds. I do understand why. It's a financial decision for these corporations. But isn't that what really luxury is in the diamond business? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Having the most beautiful.
Having beautiful is the ultimate luxury, the prettiest diamond in the room. And nowadays, it's not only possible, but it's measurable. And we show our clients how to measure that. And I don't want to toot our own horns. There's other beautiful diamonds out in the marketplace, but there's not a brand like Rare Rock. And so that's what we're doing.
So good, Colin.
What do you mean I'm so good?
You're just the way that you articulate your words. You're just...
Maybe you could stop slapping me then?
No, I'm good.
Anyway.
We can wrap up.
Oh, we're done now? Is that it? That's it? We're done?
Well, soon.
How'd you feel about today? Because we're going to be
I love that.
Do you like it a little bit more?
And honestly, when I listen to other people's podcasts like Joe Rogan and Andrew Huberman,
it's more
all
talkative,
that,
right?
It starts off...
So let me ask you this before we go off the air. What's your favorite part of the business?
Honestly, my favorite part of the business is learning from you.
Oh my God, really?
Really, truly. It's so hands-on. I'm learning so much more than I would, sitting and reading a book.
And it is kind of like I know everything, right? Like
you do, but here's the thing. You can back it up with facts, right? Yeah. You've never been wrong. I hate to admit it, but...
Right?
Yeah. And I get to look at pretty diamonds all day.
So that's 2 answers.
Okay.
Is it me or is it the pretty diamonds? We're going with me. Answer number 1 counts.
Fine.
Okay. Anyway, that's number 57 in the can.
Okay, you kids. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
And anything else? Any last words?
I'm okay. God bless everyone. Great to have you. I'm going to try and be a little bit more... Judy's going to try and be a little bit more entertaining